What can a children's game teach us about the season of Lent? Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always love connecting with you midweek. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you know that we love you and pray for you as always. That question again, what can a children's game teach us about the season of Lent? Now friends, if your childhood was anything like mine, at some point in time, you learned to play a game called hide and seek. Or maybe it was called hide and go seek, hide and seek, whatever, all sounds the same to me. The rules are really simple. You simply get a group of kids, probably out on a playground, and one of them gets appointed to be the seeker. And all the rest get to be the hiders. And the seeker is at kind of the home position, and the seeker closes his eyes and starts counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe counts to 10, maybe counts to 20, maybe counts to 50. That gives the hiders more time to find a good hiding spot. And then when the seeker's done counting, they shout out loud enough for everyone to hear, ready or not, here I come. And they start looking. And the first child they find, that one's got to be the seeker next time. And they just keep looking until they find all of them. That's the game. That's the whole rule. It's a fairly simple game. Anybody can play it. Did you know it's not just a children's game? They actually play it overseas in an adult format, and they even have a world championship for it. I want to volunteer and do that. Sounds like fun. But anyway, a children's game, hide and go seek. The whole idea is to hide so well that the seeker can't find you. That's how you win the game. Okay, well, Mike, that sounds really nice. You talked earlier about a children's game in Lent. Friends, yes, we are in the season of Lent. Lent is a season of preparation for Easter, just getting our hearts ready so we can celebrate the resurrection. What does a game of hide and seek have to do with Easter and Lent? Well, there's a psalm, Psalm 139, talked about it last week. It's David. It's when David says, "Oh Lord, you have searched me and you know me. You know my lying down and my going out. You're familiar with all my ways." A little farther into that psalm, David says, "Where can I flee from your spirit? Where can I go from your presence?" And then he says, "If I go up to the heavens, you are there. And if I make my bed in the depths, you're there too." Well, friends, as soon as David came to the conclusion that God, you've searched me. Remember, we talked about that last week, the spies. God, you've searched me and you know everything about me, including the stuff that I wanted to hide, the stuff that wasn't for public consumption, the things I wouldn't advertise to anybody. You know everything about me, including the things I'm not proud about. David's next thought was, I got to run. I got to hide. I got to find some place where God can't find me. Because God apparently knows everything about my life, and I'm just not comfortable with that, because then God might find something that he doesn't like anymore. And if God doesn't like that stuff, maybe he won't like me. Oh, friends, even though David had that momentary thought, farther down in the psalm, he reminds himself, hey, God loves me anyway. So friends, if there are things in your life these days that you would rather nobody else on earth know, if there are things in your life that you would say, I'd like to hide that thing right there. I'm not proud of it, and I sure hope nobody else finds out about it. That hide thing, you don't have to play hide and go seek with God. God is really, really good at the seeking part because God is really good at the searching part. God knows everything about you, and you don't have to hide. Where could you hide anyway? God's the best seeker ever. You don't have to play hide and go seek with God because God knows everything about you, and God still loves you. Friends, you don't have to play a children's game around God. He knows and he loves. I hope that gives you a great source of comfort today. You don't have to hide anything with God. Friends, I hope that makes some sense to you. It certainly does to me. I hope that you're having a wonderful week. Hope you're having a wonderful season of Lent as we get closer to Easter. I hope God is preparing your heart well. Hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.